Is Kadena Chain actually going to be the Solana killer? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to the Crypto Jungle. My name is Blue the Bear. Here on the channel, we combine fundamentals with technicals so that you're better prepared to navigate the cryptocurrency market. So if you're new here, I want to invite you to subscribe and yeah, let's dive into it. Kadena Chain, KDA. A lot of big claims that this is going to be the Solana killer. I love that term. You know, how many ETH killers have we seen in our life? How many fucking Cardano killers? Like, what is it about killing an app that is so appealing? I don't know. Just that kind of, you know, collaborative energy of, yeah, let's take them down, we're smarter, we got the better investments. Anyways, we're going to dive into the fundamentals, and then I want to take a look at it from a technical point of view, so that we can see if there's a trade there. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive in here. All right, starting off on Gecko, as I usually do, I like to start on Gecko. CoinMarketCap is good too, but you want to always do your coin research from a trusted source. You want to make sure that you have the appropriate links, and one of the easiest ways that you can get an appropriate link is to have verified links from another website that you trust. So CoinGecko is always the first place that I go when exploring new projects and new protocols. So max supply of Kadena Chain is about 1 billion. Currently, we have about 10%, well, to be fair, 16% of that out in circulation right now. So there's plenty more of this coin to mint. Now, typically with these smart contract platform tokens, I personally like to see a supply that's infinite with a burning mechanism, much like Ethereum. You find, you know, it's based on use. If we have a lot of people contributing, there's a lot being minted. And then if there's more people using, there's a lot being burned. But, you know, I don't need to get into my theories of why Ethereum is better than Cardano, or sorry, Kadena. Let's get into the website. So Kadena.io, I don't know. Build the future on Kadena. Build without compromise, safer smart contracts. Pack makes design safer, contracts effortless. I don't know too many devs that are struggling with contracts. You know, the safety of the contract is not on the blockchain. It's not on the onus of the blockchain. It's the onus of the smart contract writer to make sure that a smart contract is safe. So yes, it might be easier to make a smart contract safe, but you know, if a developer is knowing what they're doing, it's one of the biggest things that they pay close attention to when writing smart contracts, because we're dealing with fucking money. You better make sure it's safe. So if you're a shitty, sloppy dev, then hey, maybe Kadena can help you. But I would prefer to have a developer that understands, you know, how to provide these things. So a few partners, yeah, cool partners. You know, these are just places where you can put it. Complete package. I'm kind of being facetious here because what I'm really interested in is the ecosystem. We need apps. If there's no apps, there's no money coming from me. So here are the projects. We have 42 projects. KuCoin, they didn't do fuck all for that. They just got listed. Leading cryptocurrency exchange, it's got listed. So there's no applications that are built here. So saying that it's better than Solana, what fucking leg do you have to stand on saying that this is better than Solana when you have no benchmark of you know, comparing performance? There's no fucking apps. What are you talking about? It's better than Solana. So anyways, you know, this build tab is always kind of a dead giveaway for me. When it says build, it just means nothing's built, and they're just trying to look for devs to build applications. And it's been on the market for a while, and there's still no applications. So with that in mind, we need to go down to kind of the ethos of supply and demand. There's a ton of supply entering the market. Where is the demand going to come from? Sure, speculative demand can mark up price, but intrinsic value and intrinsic demand is a much better trading environment to be in, because you're not just counting on speculation and playing the game of the greater fool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart Huge rally, fucking YouTube hype wave. I remember every YouTube channel was talking about Kadena Chain, and it pumped 1,200%. Our indicator, it got you out at a safe level at around $16, so you didn't lose your entire hat. It was right before the capitulation, actually. And now we're kind of down at a floor. We have some very oversold conditions right now. We have a nice little bit of volume coming in, credit where credit is due. There's people still willing to trade this asset. We're seeing an increase in the volume. That's good. That's what we want to see. It's got trading activity. When you have trading activity, you're able to burn through the order book. When you're able to burn through the order book, you can mark up price. We do have a bullish cross here on the daily, so that's the first little check mark for this, and it happened right where I anticipated it would come down to. I was talking in the comments, people were trying to get me to buy it at $20. I was like, I'll see it fucking $7, and it went down to $4. So not to toot my own horn, but I definitely saw it as overvalued, and it looks like it bounced right where I thought it would, back here at around that $6 to $4 level. We've hit it. We need to prove it as support. We have our first kind of break high. We barely, let's zoom in. We barely got above the last high. I don't even know if we actually did it. So let's mark the last high. Oops. Oh, right there. We didn't get above the last high. Did we get above the last close? We barely got above the last close. So not a ton of strength and a clear rejection from the previous high. We're not out of the woods yet. We can definitely trade sideways for a while here. Now you're really going to want to be careful, because if we trade sideways for long enough, we can still grind to the downside. So this is going back to the application argument. This is going back to what's being built. This is going back to the demand. In the case of Solana, if I want to contribute to a liquidity pool on a decentralized application on the Solana network, what's the first thing I need? I need Solana. So the apps are key. The apps are so key. You need to have demand. You need to have intrinsic demand. You need to be forced into a situation where it's like, well, I want to do this thing. How do I do it? Oh, you need Solana. Oh, okay, I'll go and buy Solana. So until Kadena has that kind of network, until it has the applications built, I would anticipate this to just trade sideways with a tinge of down. So sorry to everybody that clicked this video expecting me to talk Moon Boy talk on Kadena Chain. We do have a technical signal that could, get us to invest, and we do have a little bit of volume coming in. But until we can change the structure, until we can start printing higher highs and higher lows, I'm going to say that this one does not have a trade as it stands right now on February 11th, 2022. This is just to future-proof it for when it does pump. Oh, it pumped. Your video is fucking stupid. Anyways, that's as it stands right now. I think there's opportunities to accumulate. If you do know something that I don't know, please leave it in the comments section below. I'm very interested to learn more about the ecosystem as it stands in terms of applications. If I'm missing applications, my entire thesis falls apart. If we have the applications, now we have intrinsic demand. That's all the time I have for today. If you enjoyed this content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if there are any projects that you would like me to take a look at, leave them in the comment section down below. If you would like to sign up to the Crypto Jungle Traders Academy, go to thecryptojungle.com and sign up for VIP today. In there, you will gain a ton of knowledge in terms of how to trade these markets. What does a good entry look like? What does a good exit look like? You'll be able to trade alongside me with my entries, exits, take profits, investment signals. All of that is included with a very low monthly fee. So we encourage you to take a look at that, and we'd love to see you in the jungle. That's all I got. Thank you. Trade safe. It's a jungle out there. Peace.